to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Good morning and happy Father's Day to all fathers out there today on a very, very rainy Sunday morning. And welcome inside the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems in the Modern Measure studio right here on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt. I'm the general manager and executive professional of the Ranch Golf and Country Club and host of the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk. We got a great show lined up for you. It is Men's Mental Health Month. We're going to have a lot of talk on men's mental health today. But from tour news, instruction to course conditions, equipments, tournaments, and the people helping grow the game right here in Alberta. Whether you're shooting 72 or 102, there's something for every golfer here on the show today. And remember, it is an interactive show. Chime in on the YouTube chat or text into 780-218-9999. We'd love to hear from you as always. And here's what's coming up today. Our first guest is going to be Tahlon Sweenie. We're going to find out from him everything, what's going on at JPL and how they've recovered from the fires over the past couple of years. At 8:20, we're going to talk to an aspiring golf pro or professional golfer, Logan Crawford from right out by Lloydminster. And our Improve Your Game segment will be with Larry Petryk. We're going to go around YEG at 9 o'clock and check in with the Belvedere Golf and Country Club and their new head pro, Gregg Schubert. At 9:40, as always, we have our trivia contest where one lucky listener will win a custom fitting at the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar, where I will be going tonight for dinner for Father's Day. And we'll wrap things up at 9:45, a story you're not going to want to miss out on. We had him on last year, and the men's mental health story with Dan Wadge is unbelievable, so you're going to want to make sure you stay with us for that. And this week's engagement question of the week. And remember, we're only a few weeks away from giving away this prize. Someone who chimes in today is going to go in for that draw to win a custom-fit tailor-made driver at the TaylorMade Performance Center and an invite to be a guest on the show to let us know how that experience went. This week's question is, should amateurs ever play the back tees? Text us your thoughts on that, 780-218-9999 in the Modern Measure inbox. And the first segment is brought to you by the Edmonton Elks. This is Edmonton football. The only way to experience it is being here when it happens. Get your single game tickets today and experience every hit, catch, and touchdown. Get your tickets now at goelks.com/tickets. And the Elks are 2-0, baby. They haven't been 2-0 since 2019. And I just have a quick story. Last night, we're at the game. It's a day before Father's Day, but there with Jess and Luke. And after the game, when we were driving home, Luke said, he's 8 years old. Remember that. It was his best day ever. After the game, we're on the field, and I'm friends with lots of the players, and we were down there, and Luke got his picture taken with Rankin and Cody Fajardo. Rankin signed his jersey for him. Fajardo signed his his hat for him. He got a football signed by a whole bunch of players, and he said it was the best day ever. He wakes up this morning. I get upstairs from my workout, and Luke's still singing a song about how yesterday was the best day ever. And that's what going to the Elks games can do for people. You got to get out and support them. They are a great team this year, and you want to have those types of experiences with your kids as I got to have with mine yesterday. It's such a fun night. And 2-0, baby. I love it. Been an Elks fan since I was much younger than Luke, so it's great to see them back on track. And very excited to chat with Tahlon Sweenie, Director of Golf at the Jasper Park Lodge Golf Club today. How you doing this morning, Tahlon?
I'm doing great, sir, and happy Father's Day to yourself.
Well, happy Father's Day to you, too. How's your family doing?
Doing great. Yeah, everyone's still sleeping, so I think I'll be, once we're wrapped up here and a little later this afternoon, I'll be heading back and probably taking Lily to the driving range today.
It's not pouring rain out there?
It's not pouring rain. It's got a little bit of rain, so hopefully a little bit later it'll clear up.
All right, sounds good. Well, Tahlon, it's been nearly 3 years since a devastating wildfire that impacted Jasper. For those who haven't been back since, what does the Jasper Park Lodge and the golf course look and feel like today?
Well, to be honest with you, the golf course itself looks fantastic. We're probably in our best conditions, our opening conditions I've seen in my tenure in 15 years. With all of the work that our superintendent and restoration architect and turf care team have done, we've basically restored the majority of the golf course now at this point. There's a few small things left to do, a little bit of infrastructure work, tidy up some irrigation work, and then start our seedling planting next year. But from tee to green, bunker standpoint, playing surfaces, short game facility, everything's been completely restored, and it looks just like it did, minus a few trees out there. But it's in fantastic condition, and our hotel itself just reopened on May 29th as we were closed and shut down. We still had some rooms and some outlets operational, but we've put $125 million renovation into the entire property. Main lodge completely renovated, rebranded all of our food and beverage outlets. All of our rooms now have air conditioning. The resort truly looks fantastic and is aligned with the brand, and we're so excited to showcase it to all of our guests.
Yeah, that's amazing. Well, Jasper Park Lodge obviously has been considered one of the best and greatest golf experiences you can have in Canada. Since reopening, what kind of feedback have you been hearing from golfers who are returning for the first time since the fires?
The feedback's been fantastic. I think there's a lot of individuals that want to play it since pre-fire, and they're a little bit nervous on what they're going to see, or they don't really know what the expectation is, but they're truly blown away with the course conditions, how everything looks post-fire. A lot of the rejuvenation that has happened, obviously since the fire. This time last year, in the tree line, there wasn't as much growth as we would have expected, but now you're seeing a lot of greenery come through. Even in the mountain ranges, when you're driving in up to Jasper, you can just see it throughout all the mountains, all the regeneration that's occurring, and everyone's pleasantly surprised, and they're very excited for the future.
I would assume that most people wouldn't realize the amount of work that goes into maintaining a Stanley Thompson masterpiece, but what are some of the ongoing projects and restoration efforts taking place on the golf course today to preserve both its historic character and still be relevant to modern golfers?
Yeah, absolutely. I think there is a lot of work that goes into maintaining those bunkers and the large green sites. So we basically have restored every green site. They're all current. We have some small projects over the next couple of years just to make sure we have the same green site seed. We got T1 bent on all of our greens. We have a few more to do next year, then all 18 greens will be up to speed and all been replaced within the last 3 years. We restored 4 bunkers this year. We've had Ian and Andrew put together a long-term master plan to do the majority of our bunkers. Obviously won't get done in 1 or 2 years, but the plan is there. We recently just got this year our new Easy Go fleet with guest-facing technology. So for the first time in the history of Jasper Park Lodge, our golf carts now have guest-facing technology, so we're able to interact with our guests out there, be able to track pace of play a little bit better, and just give golfers a little bit more value add for when they're coming to play here.
Yeah, that's awesome. We have that same system, as you probably know, so we love it. So
we love it.
Yeah, it's awesome. You just kind of touched on it, long-range planning. I'm curious, 5 to 10 years from now, what's the vision for the Jasper Park Lodge Golf Club, and what type of upcoming long-term plans and enhancements that people can look forward to seeing?
Yeah, I mean, can only say a little bit as our capital plans get approved year over year, but the exciting part for next season is all the seedling planting. So we had anticipated to do our seedling planting this year. However, with the amount of regeneration and aspen growth that we've seen on the golf course, we decided to hold off 1 year and reevaluate the plan. So most likely we're going to between 25 and 30,000 seedlings put down on the golf course next year, which is going to obviously give we might not see them grow all the way to 40 feet tall in our time, but we're setting the golf course up for the future success, and obviously with some of the trees that were destroyed in the fire, now that we've restored the golf course tee to green, it's just getting those mature trees or the seedlings down and having them grow in back to that original design that Stanley had wanted.
You've had the opportunity for 15 years now to see golfers from all over the world experience Jasper for the first time. What is it about the golf course that creates such a lasting impression and consistently lands JPL amongst Canada's top courses? Yeah,
I mean, I think it's a couple things. One, the service that comes along with the product. I think Fairmont has always prided themselves as being some of the leaders in the hospitality industry, and the golf division takes a lot of pride in focusing on the guest journey and really anticipating the needs of the guests, but it's the layout. It's the vast views of the mountain ranges. You can see a lot more of the mountain ranges now. And I don't think, if you've never played mountain golf before, you really got to get out there and experience it and be on the 5th hole, the 6th hole, and just truly look around and just see how vast the golf course is and all the mountain ranges and all the idea behind Stanley when he was creating these holes to always have, a view in front of you at a mountain range, and when you're looking behind you, you just get that view as well. So, mountain golf is truly special. It's one of a kind, and if you haven't had the opportunity, it'll take you back. It's just an amazing, beautiful place to play. Being in a national park, seeing wildlife. I mean, not too often are you going to see. You're going to see elk. You're going to see deer. You're going to see grizzly bears, black bears throughout your round of golf. So those are, you tie that all in with the views, the service. It's a pretty magnificent experience.
Last year, if my memory serves me, was your 100th year. And so if Stanley Thompson could look at JPL today and look back, like, did he make is there anything he'd look back at and go, oh, I should have done this or done that? Or is it just perfection?
Oh, it's a biased answer, but I think most would agree. I think it's perfection. When he designed and built this golf course in 1925, there's golf courses getting built in mountains today, restoring golf courses in mountains today. It's difficult. The fact that he was able to, build this golf course 100 years ago with the tools that he had 100 years ago, without the technology, it's tough to do that today. I think he actually perfected this golf course, and it's truly stood the test of time. The layout is exactly the same as it was 100 years ago, and it's just as good today as it was 100 years ago.
For someone who's never played Jasper Park Lodge, and if there is people out there that haven't, they got to get there, obviously. But if they have it on their bucket list, what's one hole, one moment, or one memory you think perfectly captures what makes the place so special?
Well, I'm going to share a personal story because it's Father's Day, and this means a lot to me. So the year prior to me getting the head professional job in 2012 was the last round of golf that I ever played with my father. He obviously, unfortunately, passed away that fall, but the last round of golf I ever played with ever was here in Jasper. And, I had a special moment. About 5 years after that, I took his ashes out and the Lac Beauvais, and I sprinkled some ashes right in front of the tee box. This was very early in the morning. Then I decided to play the golf course that day. Got to the 14th hole, hit a great hybrid, hit a good 8-iron, hit it to 14 feet, and I made the putt for birdie on the same hole that I put my dad's ashes on. I grabbed the ball, I threw it in the water, and I said, "Happy Father's Day, Dad."
Oh, wow.
Amazing story. I got off the golf course, obviously, was very emotional. Another cool aspect to tie in is I was fortunate enough to play with Ian Baker Finch, 1991 Open champion. I told him the story on the 14th hole. He birdies the hole. He looks at me. He grabs the ball. He said, "This one's for your pops." And he threw it there. So if that doesn't tie in to make this golf course incredibly special to me, it's just one of those moments. And there's lots of those stories that have been shared to me over the last 100 years. But you can't get any better than that. And my dad's always going to be in that Lac Beauvais, and I birdied the hole. I could have topped it in the water, could have went anywhere, but you know what? I came through, I made the putt, and told the story to Ian. So that's a story I'm always going to be able to share to all of our guests, and it's something close I hold in my heart.
Yeah, I bet. Well, I want to go a little deeper in that in a little different way. I'm not sure if you're fully aware, but this is Men's Mental Health Month, and a big theme on this show is men's mental health. And as you know, I was there at Jasper Park Lodge and got evacuated when the fires happened. And, we shared stories of how you and your family got out and me and my family got out and whatnot. But, what you went through, your job, your pride and joy, JPL, your home, you're uprooted. Like, can you share a little bit about the mental health impact that had on you and your family and how you battled through all that?
Yeah, I mean, it was certainly had an impact, but, I knew I had a community that also went through the exact same thing, and we had each other. it was just one of those moments in life where everything happened very, very quickly. And obviously we didn't get back onto site for 3 weeks, but, the anticipation, knowing what your property might have looked like, fortunately ours was good. But and then it was the task of restoring the golf course, making sure the family was in a good place. So, I had this golf course to get me through maybe some of those issues I had. I felt I had a bigger task in trying to get this golf course back up and running, so I could pour my heart and soul and my energy to try and bring this course back so everybody could get to enjoy it and see the smiles on their faces. And over the last 2 years, now you're seeing everybody come off the golf course and smile, and it truly rejuvenates you and gives you all of those feels and those vibes that you might have been missing for a season or two as we're trying to deal and go through this through the community together. And it was certainly a journey, but it's definitely made me stronger. And for the sake of the golf course, it's in fantastic shape. So I'm not going to say it was all worth it, but I'm very happy with how everything has turned out and all the great feedback from, not only our backyard market, but from the golf industry itself and fellow golf pros. So I had a lot of good friends to lean on, and there's been some other natural disasters in our province, and there's been some great mentors that have helped me through there. And without them, it would have been a struggle. But I really appreciate all of the support to get here.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much, Tahlon, for sharing, that and your story about your dad. Those are great stories and great things to look back on for sure. If people do want to get out to JPL and experience what you guys all have to offer, how can they do it? How can they get a tee time?
Yeah, there's several ways. You can go to jaspermountaingolf.com. You can book. We do have a new point of sale system, new online booking. We're using Lightspeed Golf now, so it's a little bit easier process to book. We're using dynamic pricing now as well. So you're still getting 20% off of our rack rate, but it does fluctuate based on time of booking. You can call into the golf shop 780-6090 or 852-6090 and book through there as well. You can book through the Golf Genius mobile app. If you're a hotel guest, you can reach out directly to concierge and they'll transfer you over to the golf shop and be able to book you from there as well. And then we're going to have actually a UR venue. So guests are going to have the opportunity once they check into the hotel just to book golf right through the UR venue. It's fully integrated, going to be fully integrated into our tee sheet and going to be first of its kind. So there's going to be multiple ways for anyone and everyone to be able to book and come and enjoy, Stanley Thompson's masterpiece, the Fairmont Jasper Park Lodge.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time. Happy Father's Day again, and enjoy the rest of the day with your family.
Right back at you, Murray. It's always good to see you, my friend.
All right, you take care.
All right.
That was Tahlon Sweenie from the Jasper Park Lodge. On the other side of the break, we're going to chat with local aspiring professional golfer Logan Crawford. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at VIPgolf.ca.
Crazy about roofs. Crazy about roofs.
Get ready to tee off for a great cause. The Ardent Roof Systems annual Charity Classic Golf Tournament is happening Friday, July 10th at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Join us for a full day of golf, all supporting the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Childlike Program.
Crazy about roofs.
Golf spots and sponsorship opportunities are available now at ardentroofsystems.com.
Ready to level up your golf game? Come swing by the Ranch Golf and Country Club, where serious golf meets serious fun. With a championship-style course, pristine conditions, and above all, a fun laid-back atmosphere, the Ranch is where every round feels like a getaway. Get top-notch service at unmatched value every time you play at the Ranch. Think you have what it takes to go low? Bring your A game and find out why the Ranch is the best value in golf. 25, 50, 100, and 200 round packs on sale. TheRanchGolf.com.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
This summer, your golf game stays hot indoors. With the $50 Golf Summer Pass from Country Club Tour, enjoy free indoor golf all summer long at the CCT Indoor Golf Center, right in downtown Edmonton. Tee off on over 90 world-class courses with 28 cutting-edge Unicourse simulators, rain or shine. Or just fine-tune your game on the virtual driving range. Offer valid till June 30th, and you can play from May 1st to September 30th. Your best golf season starts indoors. Visit countryclubtour.com to grab your pass today.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Upgrade your game this season. Soro Group, Canadian owned and operated, delivers premium golf brands like Bedrady, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and Zero Restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Bedrady and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Soro Group, elevate your game.
Golfer's swing is different. TaylorMade Master Fitters customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From tour pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit tailormadefitting.ca.
Enjoy a round of golf on two of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by Adidas, where tradition meets modern golf, timeless looks, traditional craftsmanship, modern comfort and performance, golfer design, sneaker-inspired, one shoe, all-day comfort from tee time to downtime. S2G is your go anywhere golf essential. And a reminder to text into the Modern Measure inbox. Let us know your thoughts if amateur golfers should ever play the back tees. And if you do, you might win yourself a custom fit TaylorMade driver. And we'll head into the Modern Measure inbox. Modern Measure is Edmonton's leading provider of custom made to measure clothing right in the heart of Ice District, from formal wear, casual wear, and yes, even golf wear. Their goal is to give you a one-of-a-kind look with a perfect fit made just for you. And a couple of texts to get to. One into with our engagement question. I guess if they can hit a driver 250 plus and hit fairways, but how many amateurs can actually do that? He also chimed in and said, my riders are also 2-0, but only until they play the Elks. then they won't win again. Now, he's also said, lots of texts coming in from this listener. I've become a Stanley Thompson nerd recently. I've played not a lot of his courses, but I'm playing 2 in the Maritimes this summer. How many courses of his have you played? This may have been for Tahlon. I didn't see it during the interview, but I've only played 2, Banff and Jasper. Did he do Crow's Nest Pass? He might have done Crow's Nest Pass too. Not 100% sure on that. But then he also said, thanks for the morning cry. And yeah, that interview with Tahlon got a little emotional for sure. And which is, what part of this show is all about with Men's Mental Health Month going on this month. So with that, we're going to head on to our next guest. He's an aspiring professional golfer from out Lloydminster Way, Logan Crawford. Good morning, Logan. How you doing today?
I'm good, you?
Oh yeah, hanging in there. A little wet around here. How about your way?
Same.
Yeah, not
Me
good.
too.
It's going to keep everyone off the golf course today, I think.
Yep.
So, for listeners who may not know your story, can you give us a snapshot of who you are and the journey that has brought you to professional golf?
So, my name is Logan Crawford. I'm a professional golfer that's been born with muscular myopathy. I also suffer from social anxiety, PTSD, and general depression. Like most kids, I grew up with a love for hockey at first, and at about age 9, I started to hit the ball quite well, and my passion kind of grew from there. Yeah.
Well, before turning professional, you had a lot of success as both a junior golfer and a collegiate player. Can you take us through some of those accomplishments and what those experiences meant to your development as a golfer?
So I started out playing in just local club events to start. And I had 2 victories in my time just playing club events. I won 2 junior events at Vermilion Golf Club, and I ended up winning twice through junior high golf, and 2 McClellan Ross Junior Tour events as well. And from there on, I had 1 second place finish at high school loans, and I ended up finishing 17th out of 115 players at provincials. And then from my college life, I had 1 offer to go play for Arizona State and 1 for a Jewish Coast school in New York. But I chose to go to Red Deer instead and work with Scott Bertel at RDC. And from there, I ended up having a top 15 finish in ACAC conference champs and a top 10 finish with Mississippi College for my last year.
So at what point did you realize that pursuing professional golf was a realistic goal, and what gave you the confidence to take that leap?
So I think there were a couple moments for me. The first one was my top 17 finish at high school provincials. There was such a big field that kind of gave me that big boost of confidence to maybe consider turning pro one day. And then the next moment was in roughly the summer of 2015. When I first started at RDC, I was shooting mid 90s because there was a big jump from junior to college for me. And then from there on, that same summer, I went from shooting mid 90s to high 70s, and then I just progressed from there.
You live with a neuromuscular condition, and can you explain what it is and how it affects your daily life?
So I was born with muscular myopathy. It affects fine motor movements between the brain and muscles. So it comes in varying degrees. Mine is very minor, so it kind of more so just affects like how tired I get compared to the average person, and it obviously affects my speaking abilities. So it can make communicating with people a bit of a challenge at times.
So how has your condition impacted your golf specifically, and what type of adjustments have you had to make to continue to compete at a high level?
Well, because it's neuromuscular, I've had to put a big emphasis on speed training. I train with a device called the Speed Toad. And what that is it's a weight that you put on your driver shaft, and it's 25% less in weight than your actual driver head, and then so you train with that, and then you put your actual driver head back on the shaft, and that's helped me gain quite a few yards compared to other speed training devices out there. And then I have to really put a high demand on my cardio and weight training as well to help maintain muscle mass.
So June is Men's Mental Health Month, and living with a physical condition that presents these challenges that you face every day can be not easy for you mentally. How has it affected your mental health over the years, and what strategies have you used to stay positive and resilient?
So physically, I wouldn't say there's many challenges that I face other than my speaking challenges that make communicating a bit of a challenge. So what I do to help with that is I try to really slow things down, so my brain can kind of catch up with my mouth. That way, I can still kind of I can speak better. And then I just try not to judge myself if I have trouble communicating with people. Sometimes there's other factors that kind of fall into that with communication.
So every golfer faces adversity, but you've had obstacles that most of us can't fully appreciate. What keeps you motivated to keep pushing forward and chasing your goals?
Well, despite the financial challenges I face right now and not having a sponsor, I try to keep in my mind that the window is quite large with a pro golfer, in the sense that I know that if I have more challenges that come my way, there's still time for me to go back to my golf career if I need to.
So if you could give a message to the listeners who may have been dealing with their own challenges, whether physical, mental, or otherwise, what would you say?
I think the main thing is just patience and persistence. Without staying persistent, you'll never achieve anything that you want. No matter what people say about your dreams.
So Logan, if people want to follow your journey and support what you're doing in any way, how can they get in touch with you? How can they follow along in your journey?
They can follow me on Facebook or Instagram, and I post fairly regularly about where I'm at in my career and what I'm up to. And I have a sports management agent right now who's handling my sponsorship deals and proposals.
Well, that's awesome, Logan, and thanks so much for coming on and sharing your story. I'm sure it's inspiring to everybody out there listening to hear what you're going through and how you're battling through and being resilient and working towards your future and the goals that you have. That's awesome to hear, and appreciate you taking your time today to jump on the show with us.
Thank you, Murray.
Awesome. That was Logan Crawford. A fascinating story there for sure. On the other side of the break, we're going to get you some golf tips with Larry Petryk. This is the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Crazy about roofs. Crazy about roofs.
Time for a new roof? Make it one that lasts. Ardent Roof Systems, protecting homes for over a decade. Roofing, siding, and exteriors, all built to last with our Platinum 50-year warranty. Because at Ardent Roof Systems, we are
Crazy about roofs.
Ardent Roof Systems and Exteriors, the team that puts your protection first. Visit ardentroofsystems.com.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. We're proud to be launching our new Phase 6 development with 103 new lots for pre-sale. This phase will include an in-ground swimming pool. Call 780-514-0005 to view this exciting development and pick your perfect piece of paradise. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Trade in the ordinary for the extraordinary. Let VIP Golf elevate your game. Join VIP Golf and unlock preferred rates at Canada's premier resort courses. From your local favorites to the iconic peaks of Banff and Canmore to our stay and play packages on sun-drenched fairways in the Okanagan Valley. With over 170 courses coast to coast and membership packages that are tailored to fit your golf style, VIP members have more choice, get more value, and experience more unforgettable rounds. With VIP Golf, your next round isn't just a game, it's a getaway. Get your free trial today at VIPGolf.ca.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Looking for your next great round? Just minutes off the Hendan west of Edmonton, the Links at Spruce Grove is an 18-hole championship course that delivers. Tree-lined fairways, rolling terrain, pristine greens, and just enough challenge to test every skill level. Whether you're chasing a low score or enjoying a relaxed round with friends, this is golf done right. A favorite tournament destination with exceptional conditions and a staff that truly delivers. Plus, modern amenities, a full-service restaurant, and an event space for weddings, anniversaries, or business gatherings. Book your tee time today at linksgolfcourse.com. The Links at Spruce Grove. Your next round starts here.
Why tee off at the Ranch Golf and Country Club?
A fun, unique layout offering premier conditions. The Ranch has been ranked as one of the top public courses in Canada.
Unmatched value. Score Golf Magazine rated the Ranch as the best value in Edmonton.
The service, from tournaments to special events to the pro shop. Superior service that makes every visit exceptional.
The Ranch Golf and Country Club, a laid-back environment where anyone can enjoy an amazing day on the fairways. For details, visit theranchgolf.com.
50 years of memories, 50 years of celebrations, 50 years of Sawmill. This November, Sawmill Prime Ribbon Steakhouse invites you to something bigger than a night out. The 50th anniversary fundraising gala. An elevated evening of incredible food, live entertainment, and a room full of people who know how to celebrate right. But here's what makes it special. You help choose where the impact goes. Every ticket, 100% of proceeds, goes directly to a local charity selected by the guests in the room. Seats are limited. The moment is once in 50 years. Get yours now at sawmill.ca. Sawmill, we have a stake in your community. There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Kaysen Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Kaysen Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
The Nielsen Show.
You know, on airplanes, WestJet lately, in the little snack box they give you, a little chocolate in there. It's called Awake. Have you seen this Awake chocolate? And it comes with caffeine in it. So I've been taking those and pretending it's like a real kick. Yeah. I was just like, oh, here we go.
Under the tongue and away we go.
Yeah, I turn around to the rest of the plane. I say, it's about to go down. And I open up and I eat this Awake chocolate. Hey, Dusty, yelling it's about to go down on a plane is probably not a good thing. That's a good point.
The Nielsen Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings at 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by the PGA of Alberta. Looking to shed strokes this summer, the PGA of Canada professionals in Alberta know their stuff. From equipment and technology to technique, they're your most trusted resource for getting more out of the game you love. Visit pgaofalberta.com and get to know your local pro today. Jump into the Modern Measure inbox. Yes, Murray, the amateur golfer who is a low handicap can play the back tees. However, when only 1 or 2 in the group are low handicappers, that's when you just need to play more forward tees. Just a different experience. Thanks, Murray. Great show, and especially recognizing Mental Health Month. So thanks for that. And we are going to get you some golf tips now with Larry Petryk. Good morning, Larry. How are you doing today?
Oh, very good, Murray. Yeah, thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, all good. Appreciate your time as well. Our engagement question of the week today is, should amateur players be playing the back tees? As a great teaching professional that you are, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'd have to agree. Basically, playing the back tees would revolve around 2 things: the distance you hit the ball and your handicap. But that being said, if everybody else is playing a forward tee, it's always more enjoyable to seem to play the same tee off. But yeah, I would say join your group. You'll have a much better time. If you're by yourself and you want to get challenged, then by all means play the tips.
All right, sounds good. Now, Larry, you've taught golf around the world and work extensively with biomechanics experts and sports medical practitioners. How has the experience shaped the way you teach compared to traditional one-swing-fits-all approach?
Yeah, that's a great question. I find that the best results are when you can match a person's swing to the way their body works. I've taught golf for over 25 years, and I used to use kind of the standard textbook approach, but I found quite often that somebody might have a very good-looking golf swing, but they still shank it every time, or they struggle with a slice. And then when I started to branch out and realize how the body works, then I began to realize that some people do better with an unorthodox looking swing, but they can hit the ball much farther, much straighter. So when I was overseas, I worked with a very good teaching professional, and his first question to a student would be, does the student want to have a good-looking swing, or do they want to have a swing that performs well for them? And most people are going to choose the one that performs well. And that's what I've found. So trying to match the swing to the way the person's body works is a huge undertaking. But if you have the knowledge for that, generally you'll be much more successful.
Well, yeah, I want to go a little deeper with that with you. One of your core beliefs is that every golfer has their own style, but how do you determine what movements work best for an individual golfer rather than just trying to fit everyone into that same swing?
Well, that's a great question. The first thing you're trying to look for is you want the golf club to square up naturally. That's when players will have the most success. So people with limited rotation will often do better with more of a one-plane circular swing and still able to attack the golf ball at somewhat of a neutral swing path, because most people struggle with a swing path that goes from out to in, and they lose a lot of distance. But a lot of the times too, it's just gut feeling and trying a few things. And often the best response you get from the student is when they say, wow, that feels really easy and I feel really light and fast. So it is a combination of tinkering as well as knowing if a person has limited mobility in their thoracic spine or limited mobility in their hips. What's going to work best for them. So it is a very challenging undertaking.
Do you teach squaring the club up with your body movement or with your hand and forearm rotation?
Mostly body movement, but it depends on a little bit of the physics too. What swing plane matches the way the body rotates. Some people do better with an upright swing. Some people do better with a flatter swing, and then also tweaking the grip. So having all these variables come together, but generally you shouldn't have to really force your hands over to create square impact. That might be a Band-Aid and it might work well, say on the driving range where you're hitting shot after shot, and you can find that timing. But what we're trying to do is get the club to square up naturally. And there's many different ways to change that. Depending on, do your hips shift more? Do they rotate more? Do you rotate more in the center of your feet, or do you shift from side to side? So these are all variables that can affect. Most people think that just affects your weight transfer, but it also affects how the club face squares up.
You often talk about the importance of a neutral spine position at address. Why is that so important, and what are the most common setup mistakes you see amateur golfers making before they even take the club back?
Well, definitely that's one of the most common, and it's surprising how many people that fall into this issue. Again, this is just my opinion, but for instance, Jordan Spieth, in my opinion, has really struggled with. He's internally rotated to the right, and then on the outside, his body is rotated back to the left. It looks like he's square on the outside, but actually he's twisted. Which causes the club face to shut the moment he takes the club back, and that's something he's struggled with. But in my opinion, that's the neutral. That would be one of my tips. And Ernie Els does this. He has that little wiggle, that little shake before he, like when he completes his setup. And what that does is he's shaking out all the little twists, all the little. People think of it as tension, and it is. But it gets you neutral. So we not only have an external alignment, which is what most people look at, but internally your body has a center, and you want to get that center perpendicular to your target line, and then let the external body relax into a square position. Most people, they force square alignment, and that just creates tension, and tension prevents the body from rotating freely. The other part is the grip. Most teaching professionals would realize how most players, when they start golf, they grip the club in the palms, and then the wrists don't hinge properly. the center of mass in the hands is rotated too much on the target side, which creates an opening effect of the club face through impact. The ball goes to the right, so that teaches them to swing left, and then before you know it, they're constantly slicing.
Another one of your signature concepts is lift and hinge. Can you explain that drill and why it helps golfers create a more efficient backswing and better club face control?
Yeah, so when you lift the arms vertically up in front of you and you hinge the wrists vertically up. What that prevents is it prevents any lateral arm swing away from the target too much. Because again, what can happen is if you have too much lateral arm swing, say for a right-handed player to the right, then what happens is the shoulder blades and the arms will rotate, but your internal spinal the deep rotators of the spine don't get activated. And this is the most common thing, or the most common concern I have with golfers as they age, is they don't rotate through their deep rotators of the thoracic spine. But what this drill does when you lift and hinge is you can't fake swinging your arms again to the right for a right-handed player, and it forces you to turn. And what we're trying to get the feeling at the top of the swing is where your upper back, right between your shoulder blades, faces the target. So a lot of people, and this is where I'd have a little bit of a criticism, say with a K-vest or something that measures your biomechanics on the outside, is you can fake the rotation on the outside. It'll say you're rotating 90 degrees, but really what's happening is your deep rotator muscles of the spine are not getting activated. You don't open the space to swing down properly, and you also lose a lot of power. So, and that's really something that's difficult to measure. But when the student feels it, they're like, wow, I can't believe how little I was using my body. You know, and again, it not only affects your power, but it will affect your accuracy, because now the space is available for you to actually swing your arms down properly into the proper slot or the proper plane.
There's a lot of technology out there helping teaching professionals work with their students, but you use this technology, but you believe it should be secondary to fundamentals. Why do you think some golfers and instructors become so focused on the numbers that this technology can give you?
Well, because everybody wants evidence-based stuff. Everything is, you have to have the data to back up what you're saying. And that's true, absolutely. And I do use TrackMan for all of my lessons, because it does provide the student the feedback that we're heading down the right direction. But the thing I've seen so often is people focus on numbers. And so in other words, you can create compensations to create numbers, but do they actually hold up under pressure or when you get on the golf course? And sometimes, the simple fix is creating a drill where the student feels like they're swinging more out to first base through impact, and if second base is the center of the fairway. Sometimes it's just a feel drill like that, but often there's something fundamentally blocking that space where they're in a stuck position or that space is not available. But by teaching, say, somebody that doesn't have the right backswing position to attack from the inside, sure, that might work with the driver, but then when they hit their irons, or their fairway woods, they might be hitting behind the ball. So when you fix the fundamental properly, you're not only thinking, how's that going to affect your driver, but how's it going to ripple out in terms of your iron play, your wedge play, and so. I've also, on the flip side, I've seen golfers focus on numbers, and they're great when they play in simulators and indoors, but then it doesn't seem to work when they get outdoors. So the key is when you have your fundamentals right, and they are different for everybody. When you have the fundamentals right, all the numbers should just ripple out, and your club path, your tack angle, your face angle, all of those should naturally come in line. So I use data for sure because it's nice to have it. But again, you're just not teaching a number. That's a bit short-sighted.
I think one of the biggest frustrations for amateur golfers is inconsistent contact. They hit one shot fat, they hit one shot thin, and they don't really know why. So in your from your perspective, what is the most common causes of poor contact, and what are a couple of simple things golfers can do to start striking the ball more consistently?
Oh, 100%. Contact is king, especially in the short game. A lot of people struggle with distance control with chipping, and that's because if your contact is not consistently reasonably solid, the ball's coming off the club face at random speeds. So one will go further, one will go shorter, and the mind has no idea how to control the distance. So hitting the ball solid is most important. The number one thing there is attack angle, making sure the club is attacking at the right descending angle. So there are some theories of short game where you can use the bounce. But to me, some people that do that get a little too flippy, and then they're trying to control their hand speed. But the number one is attack angle. And again, what I find is that matching the person's swing shape to the way their body wants to work, whether they're a circle swinger, whether they're a two-plane swinger, they take the club up more upright and then shallow it out, or a one plane around in a circle and then find that plane again. What that does is it allows the body the freedom to shift and rotate properly. When you swing back and you end up in a stuck position, it's really hard to transfer your weight. The body stalls out and the hands flip too early, which generally affects the attack angle, making it very inconsistent. And the simple drill that I do for attack angle with the short game is a 2-ball drill where I put a second ball 10 inches behind the ball that you're going to strike. And on the way back and on the way down, you shouldn't hit that ball. So people with attack angle issues will usually hit that ball that's 10 inches behind your ball, the striking ball, and then that shows that they have an attack angle issue.
Well, this segment is sponsored by the PGA of Alberta, and their tagline is the PGA of Canada professionals in Alberta know their stuff. You clearly do, because that was pretty good information that you were given. And so if any of the audience or listeners want to get some golf lessons from you, how can they find you?
Well, the easiest way is right now I'm at the Millwoods Golf Club. Really love it out there. The golf course, by the way, is in fantastic shape. So they can either contact the Millwoods Golf Club, or they can find me on Facebook, or even just send me a direct email at golffocus@gmail.com.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time and the great information, Larry.
You bet, Murray. Looking forward to it. Hopefully we can tee it up again soon in one of these events.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You bet.
Okay.
Yeah, have a good day.
Take care, and thank you so much.
You bet. That was Larry Petryk giving you some great golf tips. On the other side of the break, we're going to head around YEG and check in with the Belvedere Golf and Country Club. Stay with us. This is a VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Your logo matters. So if you're gonna put it onto something, it's gonna be tough enough to be useful. Tough Stuff Promotions works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hard-working name. Whether it's promotional items, branded clothing, industrial workwear, golf, or athletics, Tough Stuff works hard for hard-working folks. Get the tough stuff you need when you need it. For easy ordering, call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Crazy about roofs. Crazy about roofs.
Get ready to tee off for a great cause. The Ardent Roof Systems annual Charity Classic Golf Tournament is happening Friday, July 10th at the Ranch Golf and Country Club. Join us for a full day of golf, all supporting the Stollery Children's Hospital Foundation Childlike Program.
Crazy about roofs.
Golf spots and sponsorship opportunities are available now at ardentroofsystems.com.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st and delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential good for men.
Customize clubs based on size, speed, and ability. From Tour Pro to the casual golfer, everyone can benefit from clubs that are custom fit for their game. Featuring the most extensive range of custom club components from driver through to putter, TaylorMade Performance Centers offer one-on-one tour-level fittings and TrackMan launch monitor technology. Visit the TaylorMade Performance Center at the Ranch Golf and Country Club to take your golf game to the next level and dial in your equipment. For more details and to book your fitting, visit TaylorMadeFitting.ca.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at VIPgolf.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here in the Modern Measure Studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by the Twin Willows Golf Club, part of Edmonton's golf community since 1965. Visit us at twinwillowsgolf.com, and we're going to head into the Modern Measure inbox. And Big Uke has chimed in. I've got no issue with the average guy playing from the tips, but if you're holding up pace because you're hitting more shots, pick it up. Good point, Big Uke. And another one on that, you better be hitting it 250 plus to play the back tees, and that means all 4 of you. There's nothing wrong with one guy playing the tips and the other 3 moving up to a different tee box based on their ability, and that was from Scuba Steve. So great points there, guys. And so again, our engagement question of the week is: do you think amateur players should should play golf from the back tees? Let us know in the Modern Measure inbox, 780-218-9999. And Again, one person that does that is going to get a custom fit driver from the TaylorMade Performance Center. We're going to do that draw in July, but we're going to carry on with that after we give away that prize. And I am hoping that whoever wins it will come on the show as a guest and go through that experience with us. Then I have another prize that I'm going to be giving out for that we'll give out at the last show of the year to carry on with the engagement question and the prizing. I think that's been a big hit as lots of people are chiming in on that every week. And just going to ask Zach, do we have Greg? He's on the phone. Okay, good morning, Greg. How you doing?
Murray, how are you, sir?
I'm well. Long time no talk, actually. I haven't caught up with you for a while.
It's been a while. I mean, the odd golf show here and there as we're going through the aisles, but yeah, it has been a while. It's COVID certainly caused a lot of chaos in the golf industry in terms of those relationships with fellow pros. So great to talk to you.
Yeah, you as well. Now, Greg, you've had a long and distinguished career in the golf industry. And for listeners that may not know your background, take us through the journey in golf and some of the key stops that have helped shape your career.
Yeah, thank you, Murray. It's been an amazing career and certainly not done yet. I started off as a junior golfer at Broadmoor here in Sherwood Park, and there was just an amazing group of junior golfers at that time there was always a great game of golf to be had. And I think at one point in time, we sat down at one of our PGA of Alberta education seminars and figured out about 31 golf pros came out of Broadmoor in about a 15, 20-year span between the Rumpel brothers and Grant Camage and Jeff Sveen and Bruce Vermey and Danny Saul and Mike Belbin and myself and Jamie Winjack and a whole bunch of others that Gary Meyer, just so many amazing people that came out of Broadmoor, under the tutelage of Ken Matson, who was the head pro when I first started, and then Ron Belbin after that. And it was just an amazing place to grow up. And it's where my passion for the game really started. And then from there, after high school, I started working, during high school, started working in the pro shop at Broadmoor for Ron, and absolutely loved it. Loved the atmosphere, loved dealing with people and talking golf 24/7. It was great. And it just sort of led to approaching Ron about getting into the PGA of Canada at that point in time. And he sat down with me for an hour and laid it out. And I really haven't looked back from then. I went to NAIT and did a couple of years of business management at NAIT and got a degree there, and then got involved in the golf industry and just kept moving from Broadmoor to the very first year Colonial was open, to Red Deer Golf and Country Club for a year. Then just started working my way south, and have basically been in Calgary for 33 of the last 35 years before I got back. But Cottonwood, Lyle, and Tiffany Gordon, who I know you've had on the show before, were instrumental in helping me to sort of get where I have been in the golf business, and Bob Haley and so many others. It's just been an amazing ride, and I've loved every minute of it, and had the chance to do some pretty cool things with it.
Well, one of those cool things is you gave a lot of your time back. Aside from your role as a golf professional, you ended up becoming the president of the PGA of Canada, which is something else, and it's obviously a big honor. And so tell us what you're most proud of your time guiding the profession in that role.
I think it's giving back to the profession was the biggest sort of takeaway from it, in terms of being able to put the time and the effort in to make the PGA better for all 3,500 members. And in fact, I think we're getting closer to 4,000 members. And at the time, I think I was the third member from Alberta that was president of the PGA of Canada. And now Tiffany is 4. So it's a small group. I think Tiff is either the 50th or 51st president. So it's a small group, but it was amazing. The great thing was getting to meet golf professionals from across the country, from Halifax and Prince Edward Island all the way across to Victoria, and people that I could put in a Rolodex, that if I had members or guests that were going out their way, that to try and find them a tee time. And then some of the things, getting to meet some of the other people within the golf industry across North America and the world, PGA of Great Britain and Ireland and Australia, and the CPG and the golf, Ian Randall from the European Union. Just amazing to have those people as friends and as confidants, and just as somebody you can call if you have a question. It was amazing. Probably the best thing that we did was when we had to redo, it sounds boring and it was a lot of tedious work, but redo the organizational structure of the PGA because of the new Not-for-Profit Act. It was a long, tedious exercise, but it really helped set up the PGA moving forward, to put it in a very positive frame. And, in that last 13, 14 years, it's grown by 500-600 members and, financially stable. And I think those are the best things, is getting it, helping to write it and get it going in the right direction was really, really great for me.
So after spending so much time in your career away from Edmonton, what made this the right time to come home? And what about the opportunity at Belvedere excited you enough to take advantage of this challenge?
Well, Belvedere, funny enough, I was actually a sponsored junior member way back in 1996, 97, somewhere around there. And so I knew the place well. And obviously being from Sherwood Park and growing up in Sherwood Park, knew of it. Also knew that some of the things that were happening there. Still have really close friends, Darren Evans, who's a member out there. Also one of those Broadmoor guys. That we just talked, and so I put my name in. Obviously, it's coming home. My parents are still in Sherwood Park. My sister and brother and their families are still here. So certainly, it was not coming into something that I didn't know. And it then sat down with the president and the vice president and the general manager, and had a great interview. Just learning more about where Belvedere was and where it's going, and that was unbelievably exciting. We're in the midst of a transformation for Belvedere that is going to be super exciting. Since I've been here, just the vibe and the attitude within the membership has changed, and there's a buzz and there's an atmosphere, and it's really inspiring. It makes you, when you get up in the morning, you're like, I can't wait to see what happens today, because there is a revitalization going on with what we're kind of calling Belvedere 2.0, and it's going to be an amazing thing to be a part of, and to be a small segment or a small blip in that small piece of pie, and what we're going to do in helping to transform Belvedere.
Well, let's dive into that a little bit deeper. This Belvedere 2.0. What does that mean, and what's the vision of the club moving forward?
Well, the board, and the GM, James Rosno, sat down last summer and knew that there was some issues that needed to be addressed, financially, structurally, and whatnot. And they approached some individuals looking at it a very different framework from what golf is used to. And they approached an individual who's well known within the city, with Silent Air and Silent Ice, who has a long history with Belvedere as well, and his parents. And they started discussing last summer about the potential of a partnership or forming up some sort of alliance. And it's morphed into, we're in the very final stages, probably if you on a 100% chart, we're probably at 98% here, of that we are going to have a partner that is going to own 50% of the golf club, and then the membership owns the other 50%. And it really is a sharing of resources, and then looking at creating a brand new way that Belvedere is going to operate in terms of, being able to do capital projects in a much more timely and efficient manner, and to be able to really take our levels of service with our members and our guests to just new levels. And it's going to be, and we're already seeing it. We're already seeing the fruits of our labor, that we've had about 25 new people already join. And we could hit our 350 threshold here potentially by the end of the year, where 300 was sort of the goal. That's the kind of buzz and the kind of excitement that we're creating amongst the membership and with their guests and their friends right now.
So if I have you on the show in 5 or 10 years from now, what do you hope golfers and members will be saying about Belvedere that makes Belvedere 2.0 a success?
That's a great question. I think it's that when they got to the golf course, from the moment they drove in the gate, they felt, whether they were a member or a guest, that they felt like they belonged there, that they felt like their needs were being met in terms of, getting their clubs ready and just being serviced, being recognized as the individuals that they are, not as a group. And that the interactions between all of our staff, whether it's somebody on the maintenance, somebody in the pro shop, somebody in member services, or somebody upstairs in the dining room, that it was more so about creating a relationship type of transaction, not a transactional one. Going to McDonald's is transactional. We want each and every touch point with our members and our guests to become very much about creating relationships. And that's really what we would like to create, is when people come there, they feel like man, that was a great day. I can't wait to go back.
So Belvedere has had some pretty big renovations over the past couple of years. A big drainage program happened. New irrigation system went in over the past couple of years. So what's next? You talk about some other capital projects. What's on the agenda?
Well, right off the bat, and as soon as we get going, we have some documents ready to go that we showed the members about 3 weeks ago in a special general meeting, and subsequently they've got the documents and a video on it. We're going to redo the fifth hole. It's a par 3, which is probably the most divisive putting green on the golf course. It's the long par 3 that sits perched up, which is I think if you played it 100 times, if you hit it 5 times out of 100, it'd be a lot. So what we're going to do is we're going to move the green down the hill towards the pond. We're going to bring the pond more into play and move the tee box up the hill a little bit, so it plays in a slightly different direction. So one, it takes away the a big safety concern that we have from the 5th green to the 6th tee, or from the 5th hole to the 6th tee, of people potentially being hit, so they're hit in a different direction. From there, then we're also, depending on sort of what the vibe of the membership is, we're looking at moving the first tee up onto the hill by the 10th tee, removing about 10 or 12 pop or spruce trees, and then making it more of an angled shot towards the first hole, rather than hitting towards the entry road or the driveway when you come in the golf course, hitting away from it. So again, that takes a little bit of a safety concern with cars and golf balls. And then from there, once those two parts of the project are done, we're actually going to lengthen the 6th tee, the blue tee there, and put it back on the old 5th green. So that will again take away another safety concern of the longer hitters being able to hit it over the hill, down the hill towards the 6th green, just short of the 6th green, where you can't see where the golfers are. So it would make it probably almost a 300-yard shot to get to the top of the hill, maybe 290. So it will take away some of those safety concerns. So it increases membership and golfer safety, makes the golf course a little bit longer, and gonna make it a lot more enjoyable, especially the 5th hole. The green itself is going to be a lot more playable and more enjoyable for all handicap ranges that come out.
So the project that you guys did for drainage, I'm curious, but before that, Belvedere in rainy conditions like we've had all year so far, it would have been devastating for the club. How is the drainage working, and is the course playable these days with all the rain we've had?
Up until yesterday at 12:30, yes, it was. We closed about 12:30 yesterday, and we're closed today because now the 7th green is an island green. It's been amazing. I think we're almost at 10 to 11 inches in the last 21 days. Without the drainage project, in the first 21 days of this month, we probably would have been closed 10, talking to members that have been there for a long time. We've only missed really a day and a half, 2 days max out of it. We were supposed to have our men's opening tournament in early June, and we canceled Saturday because carts weren't allowed, but we played Sunday, and the members that have been there for a while, pre the drainage and irrigation project, and then after, said that if it would have been the old Belvedere, that it would have been, there's no way we'd have been playing. We probably would have been closed for 3 or 4 days. So it certainly has helped. Obviously, as you go forward, part of the long range projects are going to be continuous cart paths. So those people that do need a power cart, at least they still have the chance to get around the golf course, because it is definitely wet out there. But the drainage program certainly has created the ability to golf more days than what we would have been in the past.
Awesome. Well, if people want more information on Belvedere or snap up some of those memberships that you have available, how can they get more information?
They can give us a call at the Pro Shop at 780-467-2000, and we will direct them to Beth Brown. She's our membership coordinator, and she can get them set up for a round to come out and look at the golf course. Golf course is as good a shape as members can remember it. Jeff Lefebvre, our superintendent, has done a fabulous job in spite of the weather, and just the golf course greens and fairways might be some of the best in the city right now, and it is great. We just need Mother Nature to put her part together, and some sun and some heat would be great.
We're all waiting for that, Greg. No question.
Yeah, aren't we all? Yeah. Golfers are impatient.
All right. Well, thanks so much for your time, Greg, and welcome back to the city. Looking forward to catching up with you again.
Murray, thank you, sir. I'm looking forward to catching up and sitting down and chatting soon.
All right. Have a good day.
All right. Yeah. Thanks, Murray.
All right, that was Gregg Schubert from the Belvedere Golf and Country Club. On the other side of the break, it's our open segment where we'll have the Junior Golf Report, my rant of the week, and much more. Stay with us on the VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
Think golf season ends when the snow falls? Think again. With the Golf Canada app, Alberta golfers can now take their game indoors. Track your simulator practice sessions, including time, focus, and location, all in one place. You can even log your indoor rounds, from the course you played to your final score, giving you a complete picture of your progress all off-season long. It won't impact your handicap, but it will elevate your game. Keep improving all year round. Visit albertagolf.org and click Find an Off-Course Facility to get started.
Trestle Creek Golf Resort, just 45 minutes west of Edmonton, is one of the best RV resorts in Alberta. With a championship golf course, water park, sports park, and spectacular views, you won't want to leave. We're proud to be launching our new Phase 6 development with 103 new lots for pre-sale. This phase will include an in-ground swimming pool. Call 780-514-0005 to view this exciting development and pick your perfect piece of paradise. You can live year-round or just spend the summer. Either way, Trestle Creek has you covered with plenty of year-round activities. Book your tour or tee time at trestlecreek.ca.
Trade in the ordinary for the extraordinary. Let VIP Golf elevate your game. Join VIP Golf and unlock preferred rates at Canada's premier resort courses. From your local favorites to the iconic peaks of Banff and Canmore to our stay and play packages on sun-drenched fairways in the Okanagan Valley. With over 170 courses coast to coast and membership packages that are tailored to fit your golf style, VIP members have more choice, get more value, and experience more unforgettable rounds. With VIP Golf, your next round isn't just a game, it's a getaway. Get your free trial today at vipgolf.ca.
The Nielsen Show.
You know, on airplanes, WestJet lately, in the little snack box they give you, a little chocolate in there. It's called Awake. Have you seen this Awake chocolate? And it comes with caffeine in it. So I've been taking those and pretending it's like a real kick. Yeah. I was just like, oh, here we go.
Under the tongue and away we go.
Yeah, I turn around to the rest of the plane. I say, it's about to go down. And I open up and I eat this Awake chocolate. Hey, Dusty, yelling it's about to go down on a plane is probably not a good thing. That's a good point.
The Nielsen Show featuring Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings at 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Upgrade your game this season. Soro Group, Canadian owned and operated, delivers premium golf brands like Bedrati, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and Zero Restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Bedrati and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Soro Group, elevate your game.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
Grab your clubs and tee up for the ultimate summer of golf with Country Club Tour. Get access to 7 premier 18-hole courses plus indoor facilities. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour has a course for every level of golfer. Get the most out of this golf season at great courses like Goose Hummock, Red Tail Landing, Sandpiper, River Ridge, Raven Crest, Whitetail Crossing, or Montgomery Glen. Make the most out of this golf season at countryclubtour.com.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Ardent Roof Systems here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by Corporate Connections. Are you a business leader looking to connect with other business leaders to create and accelerate business opportunities, experience the extraordinary, make smarter decisions faster, and ultimately grow your business? If so, Corporate Connections is where you want to be. Email Executive Director Pat Stride at pstride@corporateconnections.com and quickly jump into the Modern Measure inbox with tee position. Pace of play is everything. If someone can keep pace, play where you want. Some players, like myself, play further back on some courses due to landing areas and narrowing too far when hitting driver. What is a 40-yard landing spot to some may narrow to 20 for longer hitters. The back tee choice makes the game easier for longer hitters sometimes. I always research the course and beforehand and play accordingly. That's from Old Gill, so great point on that. That's him chiming in on our engagement question. Do you think amateur golfers should play from the back tees? And it is now time for our Junior Golf Report with Dunc Mills, brought to you by the Lorenz Realty Group. Most homes don't sell for less. They just get marketed wrong. See how at lorenzrealty.com. And good morning, Dunc. How you doing today?
Well, a little soggy, Murray, but we're going to survive. Want you to know I'm rocking my Shinnecock golf course t-shirt today, golf shirt today in honor of the U.S. Open. So.
Well, 5 guys under par so far, 1 guy with a big lead. Is he going to hang on or is he going to fall apart?
Wyndham's been playing awful well this summer. I don't see him cratering, but it's calm, fairly calm today. So unless something really disastrous happens, but that's why they play the game.
Yeah, I hear you. What's going on in the junior world?
Well, surprisingly, we had some junior golf played in the Edmonton area yesterday. The Maple Leaf Tour had a 2-day event scheduled at Stony Plain yesterday and today. And I went online last night, and much to my surprise, they played yesterday. And we had a ton of kids out there, full marks. I think they all deserve kudos for slugging it out in that rain yesterday. So congratulations to them. We had some good results from some local players. In the girls under 15, Kalea Curillo was second with an 82. Mia Hay was fourth with an 86. Pee Wee boys, our regular guy that's kicking butt in that group, Rylan Hurrychuk from Irma, was first with a 76. In the band of boys, Luke Martins from St. Albert. I wonder if this is Cam's son. Do you know? Does he have a...
He has 2 boys, but I don't. Yeah. They're not from St. Albert. He lives in Southside Edmonton.
Okay, same last name spelling. Well, maybe a cousin or something. Who knows? But anyway, Luke Martins from St. Albert was second with an 81 in the band of boys. In the junior boys, Ethan Gibbons from Jasper came to town, shot a 76, finished second by a couple of shots to a young guy from Heritage Point in Calgary by the name of Solomon Tong. And Solomon's a younger brother. His older brother, Josiah, was one of the top juniors in Alberta a couple of years ago. He's playing college golf in the States somewhere now. And this kid was a beauty. I've never met a junior golfer that had more bubbly personality than Solomon. So he's turning into a good player. So good for him. In the junior boys, Everett Braithwaite from Edmonton was low with a 73. Keith Gudson from Edmonton was 75, and Liam Salaki tied for third with a 76. So we had some good results despite the weather yesterday. So good for those kids.
Yeah, I assume they're not playing today, though, hey?
No, I called out to talk to the club today. There was, somebody answered in the pro shop, but they're closed today. They shut her down for the day, understandably. But
makes sense. What's on tap this upcoming week? Any big events?
Well, nothing much this week. I think the kids are just getting out of school. Some of them are out already. I think the rest of them are probably winding down their school season pretty quick, but lots coming up soon. McLennan Ross Tour kicks off in early July. The Alberta Golf Association, Alberta Golf has their provincial championship U19 coming up in a couple of weeks in Sundre, and the Mac Ross Tour will be in full swing with 2 or 3 events every week, probably the rest of the summer. So we'll have lots of content if the sun starts to shine.
Awesome. So I assume today you're just sitting on the couch watching golf then, hey?
Oh, gosh, if I have to.
Darn, hey? U.S. Open.
Darn. Anyway, nice to hear Gregg Schubert's name, by the way, too. I didn't know Gregg was back in the Edmonton area. Did he just take over at Belvedere?
Yeah, this is his first year, you bet.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So I hope he'll do well out there. They need some stability there for sure.
Yeah, that's the site of my one and only lifetime double eagle.
Oh, good for you. Not many people can say they had one of those.
I had one of those long before my first and one and only hole in one.
Well, you crossed both of those off your list. But
yeah, that's right. So,
awesome. Well, thanks so much for your time, Dunc. We'll catch up with you again next week.
Good to talk.
You bet. Have a good one.
Bye now.
All right, a couple other events to report on. The PGA of Alberta had a Players Tour event at Redwood Meadows, and this is kind of interesting. There was a 2-way tie at 66 between AJ McCoy and Jordan Bean, both from the Pritis Greens Golf Club. Also in 4th place, shooting 68, was Eric Locke, also from the Pritis Greens Golf Club. 3 of the top 4 from Pritis Greens. That is pretty incredible. Top local player was Dave McComb, the head pro at the Royal Mayfair. He was shot 67 and was in 3rd place. This week, Alberta Golf Association has a Mid-Master Championship at Water Valley, so we'll get you some results on that next week as well. The Players Tour event on the PGA of Alberta at Lacombe this week, and a Pro Scramble at Alberta Springs is this week as well, so lots going on there. The engagement question this week, should amateurs play the back tees? What do you got on that, Zach?
To be honest, Murray, I don't have a whole lot on this question. I hate to say that it's bad radio, but I mean, I'm not too. I haven't explored the topic very much.
What tees do you play when you play?
I play whatever my friends really tell me to play, and they play along with me. So I'm still trying to get my grip on the game. Like I know I'm not super skilled. I have an ego, but when I hit the golf course, I understand where my game's at. So I make it as fun as possible, right? Like I could play, I'm not playing the junior tees, 60 yards out, but I'll play things that feel most comfortable to me. So usually when I play, I go in pairs, we got our 2 golf carts, and I play with my one buddy, and he always follows along with me. Yeah. So he makes me feel welcomed when I'm playing with
that's
quite the skilled group of golfers.
Well, a lot of the people were mentioning 250 yards. If you hit it 250 yards, then you can play the back tees. I hit the ball quite a bit further than 250 yards. I don't play the back tees anymore. Zach, you hit the nail right on the head. And we talk a lot about this with junior golf, that FUN, have fun. For adults, it's the same. Why do you want to go out and play the back tees and get beat up a little bit, shoot a higher score, not have as much fun? Like, move up a tee box, have some fun. There was a great point, though. Like, some holes, especially on some courses, some holes become tougher for the longer hitters because the landing area is narrow, but then don't hit less club. Hit a 3-wood instead of a driver. I mean, pretty simple. But to me, have fun. Move up a box, have some fun, shoot some better scores. So that's my thoughts on that one.
Well, for most people, golfing isn't serious. Like,
right.
It's the comparison always for me is to hockey. People in beer league games shouldn't be, getting into brawls or fights or anything like that. If you want to play the back tees, sure, dude, like, I guess go ahead. But, to take the most enjoyment out of your round and your day, just take a step up and, realize that you can have more fun rather than trying to be the best at what you're doing, right?
And the other point that some listeners made on that is you got to keep up the pace of play. And I'm not going to lie, every time I'm walking around to the ranch and I see someone tipping it up from the back tees, I'm going to stop and watch, because 9 times out of 10, those people shouldn't be in the back tees because they don't hit the ball far enough. And it's like, oh boy, this is going to be, these guys are might play pretty slow today. But anyways, that's my thoughts on that. And thanks for your I can't talk, chiming in on that as well, Zach. For golf this week for me, I got to tell you, I had a lot of golf again this week, but I was a little concerned at my game because I've been going through this big swing change. But boy, the light's kind of coming on. Last Sunday in my game at the ranch with Carius, we were playing that charity game. The guys we played with ended up having a lot of fun watching me on the back nine. I was down 4 to Kevin through 8 holes. He was playing well. I was struggling a little bit, but I made 6 birdies on the back nine at the ranch last Sunday. I shot 31, 5 under par with a bogey on 12. And I ended up beating KK 2 up, but that was a lot of fun, making 6 birdies in 9 holes. So Tuesday, I played at Whitetail Crossing. A lot of people chimed in last week, said I'm going to love it. Guess what? I loved it. What a great track. I did like the front 9 a little bit more than the back 9 until I got to the 18th hole. That 18th hole there, outstanding. Conditions there were fabulous. So, yep, I'm glad I got out to Whitetail Crossing, and everyone listening should get their way out there too if they haven't. Wednesday, I played at Blackhawk. It was a senior match play. Again, I struggled early. I was 4 down after 5 holes, getting my butt kicked. But then things turned around, and I ended up shooting 3 under on the back 9 at Blackhawk. I didn't quite get all the way back. I lost 1 up, missed about a 7-foot putt on the last hole to take it to a playoff, but a lot of fun making a bunch of birdies. I guess I just got to learn to play, get a quicker start going. But as for golf this week, I've had 2 weeks of a lot of golf, and this week I got nothing except for today. I want to play today. I don't know what's going on outside right now, and maybe I'll play, maybe I won't, but I don't have any other golf lined up this week, so that sucks, and who knows, maybe something will come up because I really want to. I don't want to lose this momentum that I'm finally getting my game back to where I want it. Now, before we do get into the rant of the week, I just want to talk about something. My rant of the week clearly works because a few weeks back, you probably might remember that I went on a rant blasting the powers that be, wanting to roll back the golf ball and make it not fly as far, and how stupid that was and how it takes away the fun from the game and all that. Well, I cannot see any other reason outside of my rant why those powers that be made a change. And they're not rolling back. Well, they're saying that they just pushed it back. 2030 now, they're saying. But I'm going to tell you what, it'll never happen. That ball rollback will never happen. And it has to be because of the random week. That has to be the reason. But anyways, I'm glad they made that decision. It was the right decision, and we'll see where that goes over the next few years. But cue up this week's rant.
He is far, far, far exceeding expectations.
It's now time for Murray McCourt's Rant of the Week.
Darnell Nurse right now in a ridiculous contract. You want to know whose fault that contract is?
All brought to you by Steady for Men. Steady, essential goods for men. A limited edition box of premium hand-picked essentials. No subscriptions, just 2 exclusive drops a year. Join the waitlist at steadyformen.ca.
All right, well, this week's rant is going to take a little bit of a different look. This week, the show is about men's mental health, since it's Men's Mental Health Month. So the theme of this one is taking care of your mind matters. And, for most people who know me, they know that I'm very serious about health and fitness. For 8 months a year, I train hard, I eat clean, I put a tremendous amount of effort into taking care of my body. During the golf season, I scale it back a bit. I still worked out this morning for 45 minutes, but I enjoy a few more indulgences and maybe drink a little more wine. But overall, I've always valued my physical health. What took me much longer to learn is that taking care of your mind is just as important as taking care of your body. Several years ago, I found myself in a situation that had potential to dramatically change my life. I was unhappy, I was stressed, I was carrying a weight that nobody could see. Because of a non-disclosure agreement, I couldn't talk about it with the people I normally would have leaned on. On the outside, everything looked fine, but on the inside, I was spiraling. I was not in a good place. That's when I found a therapist named Kennedy. She helped me navigate that difficult period, and she also helped me work through a major trauma from my past that I'd carried with me for more than 20 years. A trauma that brought nightmares and negative thoughts long after it should have been over. For the first time, I realized that asking for help isn't weakness, it's strength. Even after life settled down, I continued seeing Kennedy every 6 weeks, not because something was wrong, but because I wanted to stay mentally healthy the same way that I stay physically healthy. Then earlier this year, a guest at the ranch suffered a cardiac arrest. I was the one performing CPR until paramedics arrived. In the moment, I was calm, and I did what needed to be done. Sadly, he didn't survive. But afterward, I wasn't fine. I had trouble sleeping. I couldn't stop replaying the event in my head. I kept seeing his face. What affected me even more was what happened next. When the paramedics arrived, they needed help contacting his family. I found his cell phone in his golf bag, hit the emergency contact button, and his wife and daughter's name appeared. I was suddenly making some of the hardest phone calls of my life. In a matter of minutes, I had gone from performing CPR to speaking with a wife and daughter whose lives were about to be changed forever. That experience stayed with me long after the incident itself, so I did what I've learned to do. I booked an appointment with Kennedy, and once again, talking through it helped. Mental health isn't just about navigating the crises we expect. Sometimes it's about processing the moments life unexpectedly puts in front of us. Here's what I've learned. We don't think twice about seeing a trainer when we want stronger body. We shouldn't think twice about talking to someone when we need a stronger mind. Men are often taught to carry everything themselves, to tough it out, to push through. But some of the strongest moments in my life have come when I admitted I couldn't do it alone. So if you're struggling, talk to someone, a friend, a family member, a mentor, a therapist. Find your Kennedy, because taking care of your mental health isn't something you do when you're broken. It's something you do so you don't break. Stay with us. On the other side of the break, we're going to have a great friend of mine, Daniel Wadge, with us. He's going to talk about how golf helps his mental health through all the struggles that he has dealt with. You'll learn all about that story on the other side of the break. Stay with us. This is a VIP Golf Show on Edmonton Sports Talk.
Looking to make the most of your summer on the course? Alberta Golf has something for everyone. For juniors, the McLennan Ross Alberta Junior Tour is back. The province's #1 competitive junior tour, featuring 24 stops across Alberta. Plus this year, Tour Information Days, where players and parents can learn everything they need to get started. More of a casual player? Upswing by Alberta Golf connects you to events all over the province, from scrambles to charity tournaments to play your own ball formats. Or join one of our 6 signature events and experience some of Alberta's most spectacular courses. And for those ready to compete, Alberta Golf hosts 14 championships for players of all ages, including the 90th Alberta Open at Prentice Greens. However you play, Alberta Golf is your home for the game this summer. Learn more at albertagolf.org.
There's still time to book your tournament at the Ranch Golf and Country Club.
As one of Alberta's top tourney courses, the Ranch makes hosting fun and easy for any group or business. No matter how unique or unusual, they'll accommodate your vision for an event no one will soon forget.
Start planning your tournament today at their beautifully landscaped course on the outskirts of West Edmonton. On-site event coordinators are here to help, but hurry, availability is limited and booking fast.
Visit theranchgolf.com.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st. And delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential good for men.
It delivers premium golf brands like Draddy, Fairway and Green, Legendary Headwear, and zero restriction. Trusted by the best, built for your best rounds. Be Dratty and Zero Restriction will be outfitting both President's Cup teams at Medina this fall, so you know you're wearing what the pros wear. Ask your local pro shop or shop online with code Edmonton10 for 10% off to try out our premium apparel. Soro Group, elevate your game.
Immerse yourself in a world where golf intertwines with the historic valor of the Canadian Armed Forces. At the Edmonton Garrison Memorial Golf Club, every round connects you with the courageous stories of our military's past. With fairways set against genuine combat equipment and historic monuments, your game becomes a meaningful link to the legacy of those who've served. And make sure to aim carefully to avoid a memorable shot off a tank. Get your membership and celebrate the challenge of golf and the honor of our armed forces. Visit egmgolf.com for more.
Looking for your next great round? Just minutes off the Hendan west of Edmonton, the Links at Spruce Grove is an 18-hole championship course that delivers. Tree-lined fairways, rolling terrain, pristine greens, and just enough challenge to test every skill level. Whether you're chasing a low score or enjoying a relaxed round with friends, this is golf done right. A favorite tournament destination with exceptional conditions and a staff that truly delivers. Plus, modern amenities, a full-service restaurant, and an event space for weddings, anniversaries, or business gatherings. Book your tee time today at linksgolfcourse.com. The Links at Spruce Grove. Your next round starts here. Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Kaysen Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Kaysen Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
Join us for the return of the Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament on Thursday, June 18th at Millwoods Golf Course. Enjoy a day of golf while supporting a great cause. Start your day with a delicious breakfast followed by a round of golf, then unwind with the drinks and indulge in a gourmet dinner, all ending in a lively auction. Come out and celebrate Tom Goodchild's legacy while supporting the Tom Goodchild Memorial Bursary, which assists culinary students in financial need. The Tom Goodchild Memorial Golf Tournament promises unforgettable experiences. Don't miss out on the fun. Sign up now at sawmill.ca/golf. That's sawmill.ca/golf.
Why pay more for advertising when you have options? At Lux Media Broker, we're not an agency, we're a brokerage. We work on your behalf to source, negotiate, and manage your marketing across over 100 advertising options nationwide. From out-of-home and transit to radio, digital, TV, and social media, we tap into it all. No retainers, no hidden fees, just better rates, added value, and smarter strategy. Learn about the brokerage difference at luxmediabroker.com. We broker, we negotiate, we optimize. Lux Media Broker. Elevate your marketing.
We return to the VIP Golf Show, presented by Arden Roof Systems, with your host, Murray McCourt, only on your clear choice for sports, Edmonton Sports Talk.
Welcome back to the VIP Golf Show presented by Ardent Roof Systems here in the Modern Measure studio on Edmonton Sports Talk. My name is Murray McCourt, and this segment is brought to you by the Stony Plain Golf Club. Whether you're looking to get custom fit clubs or lessons to improve your swing, check out the Stony Plain Golf Course at golfstonyplain.com. We're going to head into the Modern Measure inbox for a few texts. Amateurs can and should be able to choose to play whichever box they want, as long as they never hold up at the pace of play. Let everyone have fun they want and enjoy golf. So thanks for that. Another text came in. Well said, Murray. A couple other texts. One chimed in, said, wow, with a hug emoji. Another one, good rant of the week. Very well said. More people need to hear that. So definitely some people chiming in on that. I know Zach said some people were chimed in the Nasty Chat as well. And he can do that when he does the trivia contest. In just a second, our trivia contest is brought to you by Tough Stuff Promotions. Tough Stuff works as hard as you do to create personalized swag that's tough enough for your hardworking name. Call 780-470-4545 or visit toughstuffpromotions.com. For all your logo merchandise needs, the winner of the contest will get a custom fitting from the TaylorMade Performance Center and a gift card to the Keg Steakhouse and Bar with 5 locations around Edmonton. Why not tonight? And what you got this week, Zach?
Yeah, which golfer was the first to win $1 million in a single PGA Tour season? Which golfer was the first to win $1 million in a single PGA Tour season? If you know the answer, please get in touch and stay by your phone lines.
All right, you got any quick nasty comments you want to get to?
Yeah, a lot of people saying happy Father's Day, and Chris in the nasty chat as well saying happy Father's Day and happy birthday to himself. So happy birthday, wow. Chris there. A couple people making jokes about the rain outside. You know, before Daniel came in studio here, he was talking about how he drove his boat out here. And
literally, I was texting him earlier asking if he was going to swim or drive here. But
well, some people saying puddle golf is might be a new thing. And some people just trying to stay dry after the Elks game and the tailgate there as well. So some fun being had in the nasty chat as always.
Alrighty. Well, joining beside me, Daniel Wadge. I've known Daniel for, 3 years? 4 years
fourth season
now?
at the ranch.
Yeah. And, we've become very good friends. And Daniel, for those who didn't hear your story when we had you on the show last year, can you take us back to that day and explain how a seemingly ordinary workplace accident completely changed the course of your life?
You show up to work, you expect everything to kind of happen in a sequence of events. You go home afterwards and everything's great. But one day in 2017 for me, it turned into what is now 9 years of a journey for me. And it's important to note that, it was like climbing Everest for me. It didn't happen in a day, and I'm still climbing it 9 years later. I got crushed in the head, knocked unconscious, diagnosed with a brain injury, and then subsequently diagnosed with anxiety, PTSD, depression, and it's been a journey. It wasn't an ordinary day.
Yeah, and one of the hardest things for many people after a serious injury is losing their identity that they built through their career. And, what was the emotional impact of going from being a successful manager with a clearer future to suddenly facing a very different reality?
You lose all sense of purpose. I kind of equate it to retirement in a sense for people who, hit 65. They retire, they stop working. Where's the sense of purpose? A lot of people will get a part-time job, maybe an ambassador at the ranch and get out and do stuff. But I was really facing that loss of purpose. Your life goals disappear in a second. You spent your whole life working towards a goal, somewhere you wanted to end up, and that all stops on a dime. You're left wondering, where do I go from here? And it took a lot of years to help myself understand what my purpose in life was going to be. And to find it was the challenge for sure.
Well, living with a traumatic brain injury means dealing with challenges that many people can't see. What are some of the daily struggles you continue to face, and what do you wish more people understood about life with a brain injury?
Well, I think you said it right. It's a hidden disability, and I don't walk into a room with a cast, with a limp, with a wheelchair. And that's the biggest thing is people don't understand what they can't see. I wouldn't wish a hidden disability on anybody because it's likely one of the toughest things. Again, because people don't understand what they don't see. And I have to explain it, and those close to me now understand what that's like. And a lot of people kind of sit there and they go, wow, I didn't really realize what you're going through, what people with your type of chronic migraine disorder have to go through on a daily basis. So I just wish people would be more gentle with those that may have hidden disabilities.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. And Your recovery is really going to last your lifetime. And so during your life now, your recovery, when would it have been? It would have been easy for you to become isolated, become discouraged. And so what has helped you move forward through some of your toughest periods that you go through?
Honestly, for a long time, there was nothing. I mean, it sounds really terrible. Through the darkest times of my life, I felt like there was no light at the end of the tunnel, for lack of a better term. Nothing prepares us to deal with such a traumatic injury or a massive life change like that. And fortunately for me, my attempt at my life didn't happen. And I'm still here today. And I realized I needed that help. So I reached out and I got the help I needed. And the person that really saved my life and the reason I'm here today, soon to be a father in October with my fiance, my beautiful fiance, Nina, is Dr. Kimberly Brodeur. She's a neuropsychologist that I started seeing. And just like you, I started seeing her in 2019. So, for 7 years, I still go. I still see her. I still maintain that mental health. But I knew I needed to speak to somebody because a lot of us, we're not equipped with this. We don't go to school for this. We don't get taught this when we leave high school, university, or whatever it might be. So I sought that help. And that's probably the strongest thing I ever did was to go get better mentally.
And where this story, we're on a golf show, and where the story really turns is that golf has become an extremely important part of your recovery journey. And what is it about being on a golf course that helps your mental health and provides you with a sense of peace and purpose?
Well, I think when you lose a lot of things, the first thing you need to do is you need to find an outlet. And what better way to do that than golf, outside, sun, birds. For me, even when I really didn't feel like it, it was a way to connect with friends, have conversation. Otherwise, you just sit in your house, depressed, upset, darkness. You need to kind of lean on your friends. You need to lean on that outlet. And that was the best way for me to kind of continue to interact with the world. And again, there's no better feeling teeing it up on the first tee, sun in your eyes, the smell of green grass, freshly cut from the morning crew. For me, that was my joy. That was my happy place.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense for sure. And so 3 years ago, or close to 4 years ago now, there was a program that you were involved with that connected you and I, and you found a place at the ranch where you could contribute, stay connected, and continue growing. So how important has it been to have a meaningful involvement and a sense of belonging during your recovery?
Life-changing. Honestly, next to finding my neuropsychologist and my neurologist, Dr. Brad Stewart, you, Murray, nobody wanted to take a chance. Nobody wanted to give me an opportunity. I reached out to a dozen courses the year before the ranch took me on, before you sat down and had a meeting with me. When you get denied by that many courses or you get no responses, it kind of just reiterated what I had already been feeling, that I'm not good enough for anything anymore. And when Murray took me on to be a part of the ranch family, it really was life-changing for me. It's given me a sense of purpose, showing up for tournaments, helping out with some social media and doing some stuff like that. That was a sense of purpose I really needed in my life. So thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, and we appreciate you. Those other 12 golf courses made a big mistake and not bringing you on, because you become a great friend and you become a great part of our team at the ranch. And June is Men's Mental Health Month, and for any man listening who is dealing with a major setback, whether it's a health issue, job loss, divorce, depression, or whatever it might be, what message would you want to share with them based on your own experience?
Well, having experienced all of those things, for me, my philosophy in life is it is what it is. That the pain is going to be inevitable. That the suffering part is the optional part. And a lot of people will get stuck in the suffering phase. And the only way to get out of that is to connect with somebody, whoever that might be. And if you don't have anybody in your life, there are free services available to you in order to talk it out, in order to try and get out of that cycle and that darkness. And like you said, it's not a sign of weakness. It's an incredible sign of strength to be able to put yourself out there and get the help you need.
That's not easy.
No, it's very difficult. And again, it's the biggest strength in the world. And I would just say, never give up. You never know how your story will end. I thought my story was done. And now I have a beautiful fiance. And like I said, we're expecting our first in October. And I couldn't be more excited. Now it's terrifying to try and go into having a child with a chronic disability and illness. But I know that her and I and the people around me and the network that I have will support me in getting to the finish line.
So looking back, what has this journey taught you about resilience, gratitude, and what truly matters in life?
Everything. Honestly, the worst thing to possibly ever happen to me has also had its upside in a sense that I've found myself, my real self. It's pain every day, but it teaches me a lesson every day. And it's been a long journey. It'll continue to be a long journey. But just stick with it. Stick with it. And get the help you need. That's the biggest thing I can say is talk to somebody.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much for sharing your story again with us, Daniel. You know, I'm proud to know you. So thanks for sharing your story and doing this with me. I know it's not easy, but it needs to be heard.
Yeah. And I appreciate your rant. Amazing. And I'm happy to see that you were able to get that off your chest and share it because it's going to help somebody.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, trivia, Zach. What's the answer? Who's the winner?
Yeah, Brett is the winner. First one into the Modern Measure inbox, 780-218-9999. Which golfer was the first to win $1 million in a single PGA Tour season? The answer, Curtis Strange. So Brett has already been in touch. Murray, I'll send you the details, but thanks for playing. Thanks for listening. And yeah, Curtis Strange is the answer.
All righty. Well, that'll do it for this week's episode, a deep episode of the VIP Golf Show focusing on men's mental health. Here we are, VIP Golf Show in the Modern Measure studio, presented by Ardent Roof Systems on Edmonton Sports Talk. Next week, we've had a lot of rain. There's a lot of golf courses that aren't in the best of shape, and we're going to have not one, but two superintendents on the show talking about how difficult this is for golf courses. We're going to chat with John Denier, who's in charge of high-performance amateur golf in Alberta. Golf tips. We're going to get some golf tips as well, and we will be talking golf betting with Keith Stewart from Read the Line. We go around YEG as well and check in with the Edmonton Garrison Golf Club. So hopefully you get out and get some golf in this week after the rain goes away. Be sure to be right back here on Edmonton Sports Talk next Sunday at 8 a.m. Have a good one.
Accelerate business connections at an executive level with Corporate Connections. We connect leaders around the world and empower them to create opportunities and meaningful change in their organizations, communities, and lives. Join a trusted network of top CEOs and industry pioneers. Share challenges, gain insights, and benefit from peer-to-peer experience sharing. Together, we elevate leadership, build personal and professional growth while expanding influence, and together building a brighter future. Corporate Connections is your gateway to transformative connections. Visit us at corporatecommunications.com, where leaders connect.
Escape the ordinary and experience golfing paradise at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Immerse yourself in our exceptional layout and enjoy excellent conditions that will take your game to the next level. Challenge yourself with a unique twist. Tackle the only black sand traps in all of Alberta. And why not extend your stay? Relax in one of our spacious RV lots, offering the perfect blend of comfort and convenience. Visit coalcreek.ca now to book your tee time and plan your unforgettable getaway at Coal Creek Golf Resort. Your perfect golfing escape awaits.
You work hard to make your house a home. Your yard should match. Green Tree Outdoor Living has designed and built outdoor spaces across Alberta since 1998. It starts with an initial consultation and a 3D design, so you can test drive your yard before you buy it. At Green Tree, we handle everything. No chasing contractors, no guesswork, no surprises. A seamless experience from the initial sketch to the final brick. Green Tree Outdoor Living, making neighbors jealous since '98. Book your consultation today at greentreelandscaping.ca.
Crazy about roofs. Crazy about roofs.
Time for a new roof? Make it one that lasts. Ardent Roof Systems, protecting homes for over a decade. Roofing, siding, and exteriors, all built to last with our Platinum 50-year warranty. Because at Ardent Roof Systems, we are
crazy about roofs.
Ardent Roof Systems and Exteriors, the team that puts your protection first. Visit ardentroofsystems.com.
There's something new happening in Canadian golf. For decades, golfers have been sold clubs that were never truly built for them. Case Golf changes that. Every set built right here in Canada. Precision crafted around 8 core customizations built for your exact swing. The result? More consistency, tighter dispersion, real results. Case Golf, Canadian made, custom fit for your game.
Enjoy a round of golf on 2 of Canada's top public courses at Wolf Creek, designed by renowned architect Rod Whitman. If you haven't been to Wolf Creek recently, now's the time to check out the best course conditions in years. Enjoy a pure links golf experience and great course conditions. After your game, relax at Barney's Lounge with great food, drinks, and patio views. It's a destination getaway only a short drive away in Ponoka. Visit wolfcreekgolf.com to learn more.
From the fairways of Edmonton to the greens of the BC Rockies, you'll never miss a course with VIP Golf. VIP Golf members enjoy preferred rates at over 70 top courses in Alberta and BC. They play 7 days a week and average 40 to 60% off regular rates with no payments due at the course. Just book with VIP Golf, show your ID, then grip it and rip it. With so many courses under one umbrella, it's no wonder they're the membership of choice for so many Albertans. To learn more, visit their website today at vipgolf.ca.
Grab your clubs and tee up for your best golf season yet. Hone your skills and improve your game at the Country Club Golf Tour Academy. It doesn't matter if you're a seasoned pro or just starting out. Country Club Tour offers the best lesson programs for every level of golfer. Take your skill set to a higher level and train with their simulators, launch monitors, and PGA of Canada's teaching professionals. You can train all year long at their 7 golf courses and indoor golf center. Sign up for lessons with the CCT Golf Academy today and countryclubtour.com.
Most guys chase more. More clothes, more noise, more nothing. Steady does the opposite. Twice a year, just 5 to 7 pieces. Precision built for men who move with discipline, who value quality, who don't waste time guessing what to wear. This isn't fashion. This is international. Limited. Elevated. Drop 1 goes on sale August 1st. And delivers in December. And when it's gone, it's gone. If you're not on the founding list, you're already behind. Go to steadyformen.ca. Get in, get ready, steady. Essential goods.